Hello, my name is David Watkins. I'm a professor in the water resources area, and I'd like to welcome you to Michigan Tech. First, to tell you a little bit about me, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but grew up around the Midwest. Did my undergraduate studies at Washington University in St. Louis, and then I went on to the University of Texas at Austin for my graduate studies. After I finished there, I headed west to California, where I worked for the Army Corps of Engineers at their Hydrologic Engineering Center. There I worked on some systems analysis model of large-scale water systems, including the Central Valley Project in California, the Central and Southern Florida Project, and the Panama Canal. Then I came to Michigan Tech, where I've been teaching courses in a few different areas. My main area, as I said, is water resources. So I teach some undergraduate courses in hydraulics and hydrology. I also teach a graduate course focusing on planning and management of water resources systems. Somewhat related to that, I teach an optimization methods course, which includes a lot of water resources examples, but it's broader than that. It's for all civil and environmental engineering students. Looking at some systems analysis approaches for decision support and screening design alternatives. In addition to that, this fall I'll be teaching an Engineering with Developing Communities course, which looks at analysis and design of appropriate technologies for low-income communities, and also addresses community engagement issues that are critical for sustainable operation and maintenance of projects. Some related programs to that in the area of humanitarian engineering or international sustainable development. I'm a faculty advisor for Engineers Without Borders on campus, and students have two projects right now they're working on: a water supply system for a community in Guatemala, and they also have a road drainage project in Bolivia. This fall, we've proposed, and we're hoping it goes through the approval process. We're starting a new certificate program at the graduate level called WASH Engineering, which is Water, Sanitation, and Health Engineering, which builds on some fundamentals of environmental engineering, but addresses community health aspects, including the COVID-19 crisis. It's very relevant to the situation we find ourselves in today. Just to tell you a little bit about my research, focusing on water resources management and sustainability issues. I'll highlight three research projects. One is in the area of the food, energy, water nexus, and we're focusing on household consumption of food, energy, and water and the environmental impacts of that, including indirect impacts such as the energy and water that's embedded in the food that we eat. Also have a project on the energy production side of things, and we're looking at using abandoned mines, which we have a lot of in this area, for pumped energy storage. So the way this would work is whenever there's excess energy on the grid, or maybe there's renewable energy systems that are generating at a high rate, the energy could be stored effectively by pumping water from a lower reservoir to a higher reservoir. And then when energy is needed, maybe at peak times or when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing, we can reverse that flow and run the water through turbines to generate electricity. So this can either offset the construction of new power plants as energy demand increases, or it could increase the use of renewables on the grid by essentially providing a large battery for the energy. Third project, this was scheduled to start this summer, but due to the pandemic, it got delayed. But this is an international research experience for students working with agricultural communities in El Salvador to help them plan and adapt to extreme hydrologic events. And so this will be ongoing for the next 3 years. We plan now 2021 to 2023. Could have an opportunity to travel abroad in the summer and work with rural communities. So if you have an interest in any of these programs or the research project I mentioned, I've put links here for more information. Also, feel free anytime to drop me a line to set up a meeting, either online or in person. I'd be happy to talk with you more about any of these programs. So thanks and have a great start to the semester.